Hello everyone, my name is Guilherme and welcome to another Uniday Engine devlog video. In this video I'd like to show how to use and take advantage of the engine templates. So what is a template? Well, let's say that I have an object in my game, for example those platforms here, those grounds, or even the rocks, or even my player, and I want to add a lot of copies of the same objects. I can use templates to make sure that all the copies represent the same objects. With that I can easily change a specific object. For example, let me select this platform, this rock here, or let me select the ground, this one here, and I can click here to make the object local, and I can make changes to this rigid body. For example, let me change the scale, increase a little bit the scale and stuff like that, and then I can click in this box to apply it to the ground template, and now every ground in the scene have the same behavior, the same changes that I added here. This is basically, if you use Unity, this is basically the prefab, and if you use Blender Game Engine, this is basically the Blender groups, but inside Uniday Engine. I will improve a lot the usability, because right now you do the only way to edit the template is to make it local. So you can click here in this minus option to make it local, and then you can select the objects and do all sorts of editing that you want, and then you can select the hood object again in the scene graph and apply it and push the changes to the specific template, and everything else in the scene will be applied. And that's interesting because it works in different scenes. For example, I have my player here. And by the way, this is a game that I created in an hour and a half using Uniday Engine. Let me start the game real quick. So you can see I have like a mouse look. I can move my player around, can collect the coins, I can jump. And it do have everything that you can expect from a game engine. And press Ask to keep the game. And let's say that I want to create another scene. This is a scene, and I have my player, and I want to create another scene and have the same player inside it. What I can do is select my player hood object, that is this one, and I can click here, push changes to a template. Of course, I will create a new template called player. Hit create, and here we go. I'll click push changes, and now if you see in the scene graph, my player is green, and I do have here in the templates in the asset browser a template for my player. So if I go to the scenes, I'm select my scenes and create a new one. So let me create a new one. Here we go. That's a default scene, and I can change the values, of course. Reduce the sun because it's too bright right now. And let me say that I want to add the same player here. So what I can do is add an object. Let me add a mesh. It doesn't matter a lot what the object is, because we're gonna use the object just to sample from the template. And here in the template, instead of clicking here, I will select the template from a list. So I'll select my player, and here we go. Now I have my player inside another scene. So if I make any changes to this player in this scene, it will automatically apply to everything else. So let me delete this cube, and I will select this ground, and I will also, let me reset the scale of the ground because it's too big right now, and I will also select my ground template. Here we go. So now I have in another scene my player and my ground, and if I want I can start the game using this scene, but first I need to save. So let me change the scene name to level 1, for example. I will press Ctrl S to save. Now I have my level 1 here, and if I go back to my main scene, everything is here. If I go back to my level 1, everything is here. And if I press F5, oops, I forgot to change the main scene. But anyways, if this was the main scene, I have to change that. It's still work in progress, so I have to change the scene. But everything will work here just fine with the same logic, the same behaviors. And of course I can keep adding stuff. For example, now let me select another template here that is the rock one. And by the way, I can drag and drop my template to this space here, and it will automatically apply the template. So here we go. I have my rock one. Let me change my rock two, maybe. And here we go. I do have it working. So this is how I'm implementing the templates. That's a very important tool, because if you make a complex game, let's say that you want to have a game with enemies and you want to spawn a lot of enemies across your map, you want to keep it consistency. So if you spend hours and hours spawning lots of enemies and then you decided to change something in the behavior or the logic or the structure of your enemy object, you should be able to do it very easily using the templates, and then just apply the template, and every enemy in the scene you will receive that. And of course this works in different scenes as well. So you can create a basic scene just to store your templates, and then you can apply it to different scenes. And of course you can't override stuff in a template, at least for now. So I can't select child objects of a template. Actually I can, but in theory I can't. But the only thing that I can change in a template is the transform component, because that's local. So you will be able to select your template and manually place across the scene. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed. And if you want to follow the development of Uniday engine, and of course be one of the first to use this engine when it's done, because it's almost done. I'm just finishing some details in the engine, like the templates, the documentation and stuff like that, and I hope that I will be able to release it as a closed alpha version for the ones inside my Discord server. So I will leave the link in the description. So if you wanna follow the development, talk about it, suggest new things, or even know about the new features earlier, join the Discord server, because it will be amazing to have you there. So that's it. I hope you enjoy it, and I see you in the next video.